Hey everyone, this is Into the Fray. It is September 6th, 2021. I hope you all are doing very well. And so I wanted to bring this video. This is a screenshot from one of my friends named Brian, who lives in Canada. And I just want to give a quick shout out to him. YouTube has been censoring him and as well as me. They delete my comments. They've been deleting his comments and stuff, and I wasn't getting notifications of his videos and so on and so forth. So I just want to give a quick shout out to him for sending me the copy of these screenshots that he had taken, and he had posted these onto Facebook, but Facebook kicked him off of the platform for posting this information. And so here is Richard Rothschild has a patent on the test. Now, I don't know if they are using different tests or what. Maybe somebody can help me out with that. Put it down in the comments below. But I know that there was also a Carrie Mullins, supposedly. But who knows at this point? I don't know if they're using like different tests. I don't know, but this is what Brian sent to me. This patent was from 2015, October 13. Imagine that. 2015, Richard A. Rothschild. So it's very interesting. This is also the patent, and there's a description of it and the dates. As you can see, 2014, 2018. Canine can't say that. S gene and uses therefore. This was back from January 28, 2000. The present invention provides the amino acid and nucleotide sequences of a CCV spike gene and compositions containing one or more fragments of the spike gene and encoded polypeptide for prophylaxis, diagnostic purposes and treatment of CCV infections. So maybe this had something to do with canines. And then Carrie Mullins, was like for AIDS patients and stuff, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I researched that. Let's see. What is this? This is inventor John St. Clair, walking through walls training system. This invention is a training system which enables a human being to acquire sufficient hyperspace energy in order to pull the body out of dimension so that the person can walk through solid objects such as wooden doors. And that reminds me of, what was it, the Manhattan Project? Very interesting. Let's see, what else? He had sent me, let me see, oh crap, hold on guys, sorry about that. Okay, so these are a couple of the things that he had posted. So he was talking about the Cabrona here, the crowning, are exactly that, just like in computers, not fully operating individually, strands of code, genetic code, that modify existing system cell species. They have told us all they want to modify the human species, their genetic code. They know the greater majority will do it willingly. So they don't care how many drop. That's good. That's depopulation. That's clearing out refuse, the unwilling, the unworthy. It will simplify life and do a great work. They care about who remains. They want to see after you've regulated and healed and supposedly gone back to so-called normal, which we know is never going to come back, guys, to take a test sample of your blood and get your cells under a microscope and verify that your base DNA and cells now have the false little crown around them. Okay? Let's see. If you've been in the wilderness a while, clueless, and wander into the city, they grab and scan entire body. No tattoo, you are debriefed. Given options and choices. If you refuse, see refuser above. What I've been shown, what I see. So this is supposedly what they say it looks like. Okay, but we know that they've never isolated this supposed Cabrona. So, and then this is why the cells, the malignant cells, look haunting, because they are spirits that come from the god Corona. And I believe that Tamara Magdalene made a video on this. It was on one of her previous channels before she had gotten removed and then made her new channel. So anyways, the refusers, those who refuse will be interned in camps. They will make attempts at convincing with fear and promises. Continue to refuse, solitary confinement. Continue refusing, you've made it clear you are an unrepentant threat to society that can no longer be tolerated. You are thoroughly, well, you know what. Perhaps publicly, most probably this. And so the toxins, for those taking a toxin, a smaller needle off to the side leaves an ink tattoo mark. A color under the skin indicating which vaccine, oops, can't say that. Dang it, I keep saying it. Which toxins you've taken. In this place right now, you see them walking around with blue light scanners. It highlights the tattoo under the skin and reads the temperature in your forehead. Okay, oh, and so that's where, okay, so. Alright, so that ties in with my last video. Sorry, my kids have been watching videos on here, but, which one was it? Oh, yes, this one entitled Lucifer Race, and I will link that one down below in the description box as well. So I also, kind of switching gears here, this photo was sent to me by another friend, and this is the mayor of Kansas City, right? Or no, wait, is this him? I don't know which one of these dudes is him. It's either one of these dudes here. But notice they're wearing purple. Very interesting there. It's representative of Satan. This dude back here is doing the Baphomet, and, you know, got all these people here wearing black and green, and, you know, the all-seeing eye there. Gotta have that, right? And this is some kind of group called Urban Alchemy. Alchemy, the medieval forerunner of chemistry based on the supposed transformation of matter. It was concerned particularly with attempts to convert base metals into gold or to find a universal elixir. Cinnamon. Synonyms are chemistry, magic, sorcery, witchcraft, enchantment. Okay. Interesting that it all kind of ties into that. And so you can see here they've got the circle inside a cube, which we know what the cube represents, and then the, of course, pyramid. And so if you go back here, they've kind of got all that symbolism except for the cube in here. Even, you know, the Vesica Pisces, which is the all-seeing eye. You know, the circle, the pyramid. It's just, it's crazy. So I was like, there has to be something to these colors, and it's been a while. Because when I first woke up, I kind of learned, I stumbled across mind control programming with the colors and all that stuff, you know. And so I found this website, and I will link this into, or down below, sorry. And they were talking about these Delta assassination teams. And hold on just a second, you guys. I had, okay. So I took screenshots of these. Give me just a second here. Okay, Delta. And I'm gonna go over this real quick. But I can't remember which one I just uploaded. Okay. Anyways, so it talks about these Delta assassination teams. which, whoops, I better go to the colors first because I did that one twice. Awesome. Sorry, this is so disorganized here. Okay, so black. This is from this article, which I said I would link down below in the description box. Black. These altars were born out of satanic ritual and are moon children. The delta and beta altars are black coated. And notice also we have the delta, strain of the Cabrona. And so this all ties into this and what is going on now. I think this is all part of this huge satanic ritual is playing out. So the delta and beta characters are black coated. They do the dirty work for the cults, such as blackmail and this. So, let me go here. Now, dark emerald green. This color is assigned to the Antichrist Satan altars. Green is the occult color for Satan and happens to be the most sacred color. Few people outside of Satanists know that green is more sacred for them than any other color. So going back to this, this is very telling, of what these people with this group do. And you can go back and research Delta programming. It's basically, if you think of, video or movies that you have seen in the past of perhaps, perhaps women, I'm trying to remember the lady's name. Her name's Helen Mirren. Like some of her movies, that's very much like Delta programming. And if you've ever looked at pictures of who else? Gosh, what is wrong with my mind? She was Sarah Palin. Okay. And, go back and look at pictures of her with, like, her gun and everything. So, that's kind of like what the Delta programming is. So, this is also in the article. Various Delta forces and military, as well as other groups, have created numerous Delta teams, Delta forces, Delta groups, etc. Delta, this word here, teams. These teams are projects that the satanic hierarchy and the CIA collaborated together on. Wow, imagine that. The programming that was placed into people was ingenious and very complex. Yeah, it says was, but I'm pretty sure it's still going on today. As the program progressed over the years, the programming became more sophisticated and past mistakes were improved upon. The Delta teams were programmed to carry out various assignments, such as political, this word. The members of these teams are housewives and other ordinary people who were programmed years ago. The Delta teams are a part of the CIA psychic warfare bag of tricks. The CIA works so closely with the military that the Delta Force is easily expected to be tied in with the CIA and U.S. intelligence. And then this brings me to this part. According to Bill Gritz's campaign literature for president, he was a commander in Delta forces. Reproduced on a previous page is Bo's own presidential campaign literature, where he states that he is intelligence officer and reconnaissance chief, Delta Force. He is also chief, special activities, U.S. Army General Staff, the Pentagon, and principal agent, National Security Council, intelligence support activity. Under qualifications, Bo states that he is a security and counter-terrorist specialist. Within the government, they are already referring to Christians who are against the NWO as terrorists. This is not shocking to me whatsoever. Bo is their greatest counter-intelligence counter-terrorist they have. He came in like a storm and took control of the Patriot movement, and it has been like pulling teeth to warn patriots about who he is. I don't think that it's a coincidence that they're calling this new variant the Delta. I know that they've come out with several others now, such as the Mu. Man, I wish it was funny. It's not funny. None of this is funny. But, so Christians who are against the NWO are terrorists. So, this is what I kind of connected the dots on the other, well, it was a couple of weeks ago now. Yeah, it's just so crazy how all these things that are happening are interconnected, interwoven together as part of a much more bigger picture. And let's see. Oh yeah, and then I also reminded me of this video that I did a while back. If I can find it here, I will show you. Oh yes, this one. They can remove your belief in God. And I believe that that is connected also to the toxins that they are, pushing right now. So that's pretty much all I had to say about that. Another thing was, they're trying to distract us with all these things that are happening. Shutting down, they're like, oh, we're shutting down restaurants because they're not complying and things like that. And I was watching a video the other day. It's I think it was by Truth Unedited, and I'll try to link that one down here. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Oops, I can spell. He was talking about, it was in this video actually. It was like towards the end of it, and he was, saying we can't do anything in our own strength. And that is so true. None of these protests, nothing, going to a restaurant to support them because, the health department is threatening to shut them down. I think that there was a recent event, okay, guys, not too far from me, and people I know were like, oh, we gotta go show up and support this restaurant. But I also think that the restaurant was probably in on it, and that it was like, just a major distraction. Did these groups of people showing up there to eat, did they change anything? No, they didn't. Now, the last that I saw, that the restaurant wasn't shut down because they changed from, they weren't called a restaurant anymore. They changed it to like a lounge or something. I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is we're being distracted on a major level, and like I have said to some friends of mine, I was like, we live in a psyop within a psyop within a psyop. It just, we're just being distracted by the evil one. He wants us to take our focus off of the Lord and from doing our work that we have been put here to do. So I think that's all that I will say in this video on this. If you guys have any comments or questions or whatever, leave them down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.